Good morning. We're here with Betty Ann today. Hello, Betty Ann.
Hello, Catherine.
We are here to talk today about what your experience was at Regenerative Orthopedic Institute. Now, first, I want to ask you, what type of a problem did you have that brought you here?
I had a bone on bone in both thumbs, and I wasn't able to use my hands very much from the pain.
Would you mind to point on your hand where the problem was?
Sure, right here,
And on the other
and
one?
then on right here also.
Yes, that's not an uncommon joint. Sometimes it runs in families, and we actually have groups of women where they're all like three sisters that we've done their hands in that joint.
Oh wow.
Yes, yes. So, what kind of work did you do for a living?
I was a cake decorator for over 20 years.
Gotcha.
So the squeezing of the bags, and all of a sudden one day I couldn't squeeze the bags. It hurt so bad. And it was the end of my shift one day, and I had to still get all the tips and wash them, but my hand was so painful. And so I took a leave from work, and then one of my friends, she mentioned, stem cell injections, and I said, is it safe? And she said, well, yes, why don't we go talk to somebody? So one of her friends had come here and recommended this place
Yes.
and had knee problems.
Uh-huh.
And so she had a great success, and I talked to her, and she highly recommended, this orthopedic institute for stem cell. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it.
I remember the first time that you were here, and we spoke, and you showed us your hands. And I remember telling you we had done a few other ladies' hands too.
Right.
That's not an uncommon problem. Okay, so we spoke, and then you went home and thought about it a little while and made the decision to go ahead and do it, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I remember the day before you were a little bit backtracking a little or backpedaling, and you called me and you said, I don't know if I should do this. And I said, well, come in and let's talk. And you said, I remember exactly, I laughed because you said, you're going to try to talk me into it. And I said, no, I'm not going to talk you into anything. I'm just going to explain it to you and make sure that you have all the facts.
Right.
And if you're comfortable, we'll do it. And if you're not comfortable, well, you go on home, right?
And I felt so at peace when you had said it. It's so relaxed, and I said, you know what, I'm going forward with this, and it didn't even hurt. And I was hoping that when he did the suction from the fat cells from the stomach, that I'd be able to see my hip bones again, but it didn't happen. So
It's not a lot.
I know.
Those stem cells are pretty tiny and pretty powerful. So it's been a few months now since we've done your hands, and I know
Yes.
you just got back from Massachusetts up north
Right.
to a lot of events, a reunion, and let me ask you this: how have things changed for you with your hands?
Well, I love playing cards, and so one of my sisters up there, her and her friends couldn't wait for me to get up there and play cards, and so I thought I'm going to try shuffling, because shuffling was one of the big issues I couldn't do with my hands, and even putting the cards on the table and swishing them around was painful for me until I had the injections. Then all of a sudden, this vacation, I was able to shuffle. I didn't do a lot of shuffling because I didn't want to push it, but I was able to help one of my sisters trim her bushes outside with the hedge trimmer and a chainsaw, cordless chainsaw.
Wow, that was a lot.
Yes.
A lot of use of those hands.
Yes, and they never hurt. And she was so afraid that my hands were going to hurt. And I said, you know what? I said, they are feeling so good. I said, I don't push it,
Yes.
because I want them to heal great. And I want to, within 6 months, I want to be able to say this was the best thing I ever did.
So I hope you'll be decorating me a cake one day soon.
Well, maybe one day if I can get back into it again.
My birthday's in June. Maybe we can get to that.
All right.
I wanted to ask you one last question. Well, actually, two more questions. If you could give it a percentage, what percentage better would you say that your hands are now?
I'd say they were about 80% better.
Excellent, excellent. And you're only a few months out.
Right.
Then the second thing I wanted to ask, would you recommend someone with hand problems like yours getting the stem cell treatment here at Regenerative Orthopedic?
I definitely would.
Okay, good.
It's a very clean environment, very sanitary, and very friendly.
Well, I'm so glad to have not only worked with you, but had the opportunity to talk with you today.
Oh, Well, thank you, Catherine.
And
It's been great meeting you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye bye.